Thank you for joining my talk on how to use NVIDIA Jetson products against COVID-19 pandemic. Before I start, I would like to remind you that I'm available for chat during the talk, so as questions come up, please click on the chat button on the bottom right of this web browser to submit your questions. Here is the agenda of my topic. First, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce my company and myself, let you know a bit about who we are and what we do. Second, I would like to talk about what challenges we are facing and opportunities emerging during the COVID-19 epidemic, especially in the edge computing market that we are in. Next, I will share with you some of our user cases to help you understand how E.ON and our customers help against this epidemic. Last but not least, I want to show you what we made with the NVIDIA Jetson product line so far, and why our customers choose us, and what are the advantages of E.ON's Jetson product lines. So let's start. My name is Donnie Chen from E.ON China. I'm in charge of marketing and AI lab, which is focusing on the latest AI edge computing technology and markets. E.ON was founded in 1992 in Taiwan and now has more than 850 employees around the world. We were acquired by ASUS in 2011. Different from ASUS, you may know as a famous consumer electronic provider, E.ON is focusing on industrial and embedded computing platforms. We serve customers like Siemens, ABB, Alibaba, SenseTime, and etc. We now have two major factories in Taipei and Suzhou. E.ON is now all in AI edge computing markets. We find our position in this industry is as you can see in this slide. The bottom is the chip manufacturers like NVIDIA. They design and produce different kinds of AI chip solutions with different forms, different computing powers, and different prices to the market. Above these vendors of AI chips, most people are more familiar with the algorithm provider such as Google, Microsoft Azure, AWS, and to the Chinese developers, Baidu, Ali, Tencent, Shangtang, and etc. They provide the basic AI algorithm with different frameworks and networks based on the different AI chip solutions. These algorithms, like facial recognition, object detection, classification, will pack as solutions for multiple applications, such as security, retail, defeat, detection, robotics, and etc. These three layers are enough when AI training and inference are all running in cloud several years before. But now, when AI applications are diving into practical use and real business scenarios, edge computing devices become more and more important, which E.ON is focusing on. We make products that only used for edge inference, and we make it with industrial level. This so-called hardware infrastructure is so important that it can affect the competitive power of your AI solutions. But in contrast, few people realize the importance of the edge devices when they are paying more attention to the AI algorithms and applications. When you are trying to put your AI solutions into the new business scenario, one of the challenges is that the standard device you can find in the market is not always match your needs, whether the I/Os don't fit, or you want to cost down by getting rid of the components you don't need. But from the manufacturer's perspective, normally customization is the last thing they want to do. That means more materials and surprises to manage and more inventory to undertake. But Eon is good at this. We have 45% customization and 31% ODM business. That will give Eon much more advantages in the AI edge market. Now we move to the topic today. As you might already know, or you might still suffering from, COVID-19 virus is attacking the world. More than 120 million people are confirmed infected around the world. The world's economic pressed the stop button. The GDP of global dropped 4.3% in 2020. Nightmare, right? The good news for me is China is recovering from this disaster really fast. For example, in October 1st to 7th, 2020, we call it the Golden Week. There are 637 million people travel from place to place, making us 1,600 billion yuan consumption in a single week. Let me ask you a question. Since the epidemic changed the world, and we all know about this COVID-19 virus will stay for a long time, how we can do to fight against this epidemic, and what are the new opportunities emerging for the edge computing market? In my opinion, there are 6 major verticals have the most potential as the slide shows. First is clear. Medical equipment like a respirator and mask-making machine is the hottest. Actually, we have received 10 times more orders than 2019 from our customer, one of the biggest X-ray machine manufacturer in China. Next is epidemic prevention and detection. If you live in China, you may know there are many cameras and fever detectors at the entrance of every building, every neighborhood, every railway station, and every airport. This is a huge market, given this situation will last for a long time. Apparently, online education and telework market is growing really fast. People are forcing to work or study at home, and business trips are reduced to a really low level. The needs of computers and electronic accessories is more than ever. To avoid physical contact, robots like service robots, order delivery robots are in great demand. Farming, especially small farming market, is now booming. You may probably be surprised. People tend to need clean and healthy foods, especially meats, driving vendors to increase their output and upgrade their system with new IoT and AI technology. Logistics is the foundation of online shopping. China already has the biggest online shopping market. This system helped people get through the darkest time when the pandemic attacked. I think AI technology and edge computing will play a significant role in logistics to get more efficiency and reduce manpower. In the next section, I would like to share several user cases to help you understand what we and our customers do in these mentioned vertical markets. The first one is a fever and mask detection system. They use a camera that has both infrared and RGB lenses to detect visitors' body temperature and recognize their faces at the same time. The challenge is how to do facial recognition without having people to take their masks off. And also, since there is so many cameras, it will be a huge expense to upload every single video to the cloud for analysis. More importantly, it's a very competitive market. Every player in this market wants to run in the front. Our customer choose NVIDIA Jetson TX2 to be their edge inference platform. NVIDIA Jetson series have a very developer-friendly environment and a lot of tools to help our customer to optimize their models. That give them the advantage to put their solutions to the market as fast as possible. And Eon provide them a total package of multiple connects, 4 giga LAN ports for connecting more cameras, fanless design, and wide temperature, -20 to 60 degrees. That might let the device usable under many circumstances. It has a compact size to fit in small spaces, especially when the device always set up at the entrance. The second use case I want to talk about is in robotics industry. Normally, the robotics can be classified with these 4 categories. Service robots means robots that do service work for people, such as greeting robots, the ones you may see in shopping malls, banks, cleaning robots, the small ones in your house, the big ones in the buildings, or delivery robots. Inspection robots used in security scenario. It can go on a patrol at dangerous places, or during the epidemic to avoid physical contact. There are industrial robots that are used at factories, like machine arms, and the so-called cooperative robots that can help people to work with machines at the factories. Logistics robots can be used at warehouses, like Amazon's warehouses, to carry cargoes or used to deliver goods to people's house. One of our customers used NVIDIA Jetson TX2 to make an order delivery robot in the hotels. With the AI power of this small size box, the robots can do facial recognition and deliver the goods and foods people ordered automatically. And it can communicate with the elevators to go up and down. Similar solution can be found with our other clients. They build cleaning robots. It can be used in commercial buildings and shopping malls. They use TX2 and deep learning method to replace old CPU plus traditional algorithms. With the help of low power consumption and small size and weight of this device, they can reduce the total cost and get a smarter solution and longer battery life. The fourth case is a smart gantry crane used at a port. As you can see in the video, they use JSON TX2 to detect if there are any abnormal situation behind the cargoes, instead of using human eyes to do so. It has 4 cameras, all powered by the PoE ports in the box. There is one thing I would like to emphasize to you. As you may find in the market, some development kits or products made by some vendors, they use consumer components that have much lower price than the industrial components that you can use in the lab, no problem. But the device you should choose for real projects is the one can adapt to harsh environments where there can have dust, low or high temperature, unstable power inputs, and etc. Development kits is not designed for those scenarios. Industrial level design and stable quality is what you need. The last case is smart pig farming, which is quite a bit interesting. As I mentioned before, smart farming is now really hot in China. One of our customers chose the latest Jetson Xavier NX to make a video system. It can do many things, like AI weighing with video. That can help you to decide whether the pigs are ready for the market. An animal behavior analysis, like whether the pig is sick or not, and if they sleep well. And it can make more efficient plan to arrange diet and rest schedule with AIS algorithm and big data. With up to 21 TOPS AI power, they can put their multiple models to a single small box. Not like the human facial recognition, pigs are more challenging. There are much fewer samples to train the models, and when the angles of or the colors of the camera changes, the results can be terrible. So our customers have tried several platforms, hardware platforms, and find out NVIDIA Jetson is the best platform for them. They can easily change the models and optimize their algorithms with all the tools and the whole CUDA environments. And to put these models into their own design, all in one device. They have Aeon to customize the motherboards for them, and they are very satisfied with Aeon's customization's ability and our experience. After sharing all these cases to you, I would like to show you what Aeon make for NVIDIA Jetson series to fulfill our customers' needs. Since the first TX2 series, we have built all the Jetson series product lines, from the most powerful AGX Xavier to the price-friendly Nano 2G. For example, we have Jetson Xavier NX. We have the 1 LAN version, 5 LAN version, and a PD version. That means you can power this box through the PoE switch or something. And we have a box that have 2 PoE ports that can power 2 PoE cameras. And we have the latest Jetson TX2 NX. And the models will be MP at Q2 this year. And the Jetson TX2, we have many models, 1 LAN, 4 LAN, 6 MPs, 8 USBs, 4 PoEs models. And we have the Jetson Nano and Nano 2G. And beside all these hardwares, we also have a dedicated software team to make sure the OS are workable on our hardware and provide many value-added functions such as security, free license, OS pre-installed services, online updates, and etc. That's all my topic today. Last but not least, you can find other topics that you might also interested in. Section ID SS33130, Trusted Edge Computing Platform for AIoT Industry, High Security, Easy Use, Reliable Execution, Optimized Performance, and Section ID SS3310A, Building Autonomous Mobile Robots with Aeon Boxer Solution powered by NVIDIA Jetson modules. And if you have any questions, please email me through donny@aaeon.com.cn. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you have good health and good luck.